What's up, guys? On today's episode, we're going to be talking about how to allocate enough time to detail your car or how much to charge a customer when you're detailing their car. This is a beautiful 993 and a lot of things came up today, especially with this weather, and I thought perfect time to shoot a video on it. So that and more coming up on this episode of Ride Along.
Oh my god, this car is so fun!
All right, guys, so here's the point of today's video. I had a customer, a friend of mine, call his friend and said, hey, you got to get Larry to detail your car, etc. So I said, yeah, no problem, I'll take care of it. Of course, it's a Porsche, and you guys know how I love Porsches. But one of the rules that I make is I never really give a price over the phone. That's like, just never do it unless I've known the customer for 20 years and I know exactly what's going on. So I'd never seen this car before, so I said, okay, check that box, good job, Larry, no problem. I showed up here, beautiful house, beautiful place, the car is beautiful, and I'm looking at it, and if you can see outside right now, it's cloudy, and cloudy is the perfect time to look at a car if you want it to look amazing, whether it's good or bad. And so I just wanted to get this on camera and tell you guys, I totally forgot. I dropped the ball on this one. I said, I looked at the car and I said, yeah, man, it looks pretty good. You know, I kept it relatively vague because, again, I don't know how long it's going to take, and I charge accordingly. And today's video is not going to tell you how much to charge. That's really based on your income statement, where you are, how much you need to live, how long it takes to do it. I can't talk about that. We'll go into that more in maybe some other videos, but I want to make the point that I didn't give them a price or give anybody a price until I see it. Cool, everybody should be shaking their head and saying, yeah, that makes sense, Larry. But when I got here and I did see it, I saw it in the wrong light. And even I forgot that. And this is the wrong light. It's super, super cloudy, and as you can see, it's raining or whatever. Now I'm gonna grab the camera and I'll walk around. It looks amazing right now, but the instant I pull it into his spare garage here, I mean, it's not bad, it's abnormally bad. So thank goodness I didn't give a very specific price, because I would have handcuffed myself, and it wouldn't be fair to me or my wife or my family if I spent 15 hours here working on a car because I gave the wrong price. So it's very important. Same thing if you're a newbie or somebody who's working in their driveway. You know, make sure and it's your own car, so I'm sure you'll spend tons of time and you'll love it, but make sure you know how much time you're going to allocate in case you got to go out with the wife or the kids or whatever. So look at the car in the right light. I'm going to go grab the camera right now and show you what it looks like outside, and then I'll pull it inside and show you the difference. It's a very small, this is a quick video, this little nuance that'll save you a chunk, if you're a professional, save you a chunk of time and a chunk of money. Again, you can spend all day doing it, but you gotta get paid for it. So these are the little things that you don't wanna stub your toe. You'll probably do this once in your career, and then that sting of losing, you know, $1,000 or whatever it is will prevent you from doing that. So I wanted to get that on camera because I sort of forgot about that, and I like that you guys keep me in check. So let me grab the camera. So, I mean, from walking around, I don't have any special lenses or whatever on here. I mean, look at it. It looks pretty shiny, no? So I walked up and I spoke to a really nice guy, and I was like, man, this thing's sweet. By the way, these 993s are going for craziness. You know, he could sell this in 2 seconds with the way it looked. But if you look at the sky, I'm gonna pan up. It's just pure cloud, and obviously it's raining and whatever. So the car looks amazing. So let me zoom in even more to make sure you guys don't think I'm playing a trick on you here. I mean, the paint looks halfway decent, right? I mean, to just the untrained eye standing around. You know, there's a few spots here and there maybe. And let me go on the nose, because once I pull this in, you'll appreciate it more. So look at this spot right here. See that little spot? So there's a scratch there, and you'll notice there's a little bit of, you can see, oh, okay, yeah, so I'm gonna have to buff that out. Wait till I go inside into the lights. And thank goodness I didn't underprice this, because I haven't really given a price yet. So let's pull it inside. All right, so now we're indoors. Now, typically you would think, I need lots and lots of light. And that is true to some extent. But for me, when I'm done with a car and when I start with a car, I like to do it in a darker area. And you know, why would you want to do that? Well, I take my pen, this is a Rubes pen or whatever light source that is good for you. This one's nice because it's nice and light. You turn it on, and I can look at it, and now I'm not competing with any other lights in here. I know we talked about with Richard Lynn, those lighting. I mean, you can go crazy with lighting, but for my purposes, and you know that I'm mobile, and I work out of my clients, multiple garages, etc. I like to turn off all the lights or leave one little one on. Again, it's not competing with me. So even if I pulled this outside and it's very, very bright, I wouldn't be able to see anything. Does that make sense? So I want the only source of light really is to be this, and now I can really see what I'm working with here. And thank goodness I didn't give a price over the phone, obviously, or give a price when I was standing there either. I said, hey, we'll figure out, let me do a little bit of surgery here, and then I'll call you and say, hey, this is what it's going to be. And they're not going to blink an eye at it, but it's very important. So let me grab the camera and show you the difference. Same camera lens. Now look, let me focus. Now, that did not look that dirty, and I'm sure the camera is not giving it any credit, is not doing it justice. It's way worse than I originally thought, and I went, man, Larry, I'm usually pretty good at spotting easy jobs to hard jobs. And I just said to myself, oh, good thing I kept my protocol of not saying, what the price is until I really go through it. I mean, look at that. That's a lot of scratching. That's an abnormal amount, at least in my, my jobs or whatever. So again, this video wasn't exactly on what to charge. We'll shoot another video on that, but I wanted to shoot a very quick one saying, follow your process. And what is that? Don't give a price without seeing the car. And when you see the car, make sure you see it in light that is indicative of showing the true condition. Yikes, look at this. The true condition of the paint, so you can allocate the appropriate amount of time and get paid for that time. Hopefully that helps. This works for people in their own driveways too. I'm sure your wife says, hey, we got to go somewhere at 5 o'clock. And if you start a job like this thinking you're only going to do it in 2 hours, you might get in a little bit of trouble. All right, guys, I'm all done. I just want to do a quick walk around and show you the paint. Obviously, it looks much better. Let me see if I can focus. And the sun is starting to come out, so it's being a little bit more unforgiving, if that makes sense. But it's looking good. So a quick walk around. And I want to make one last point to you. And the point is this. Behind me is my customer's garage. Now, the car was pulled in forward, like most people do. But I have this weird tendency, and I think it's subconscious or something. I feel like it makes more sense to me. So there's the garage, right? This car was pulled in head first. So I'm putting it in butt first, so that when he comes in and he opens up the garage and the garage door comes open like that, you can see the car from this position. Does that make sense? And then as the garage door opens, you kind of get this effect. And it makes the car look really amazing, and you're like, whoa, this detail is spectacular. So I don't know if that's true or not. Maybe it's all in my head, but that's just a little habit. Unless they specifically tell me otherwise not to put it in back, I don't really tell them. I like a surprise when they come in. They go, ooh, so they can just hop in and zip right out. So anyways, hope you are having a good day and detailing's going good. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.